Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are beautying this face, and I'm gonna show you guys a new technique that I tried out and I decided to share with you guys that actually changed my routine, and I ended up here basically with this smooth bit. I really love this technique. However, it might take a bit more time, but it is totally worth it, especially if you know that you want to have like a smooth beat for the day that's gonna last you the whole day. Basically, it's really like I really it's beautiful, guys, and I love it. I was so glad that I actually tried it out, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get into this video. So what we are doing today is I'm gonna show you guys how I prepare my base, basically what I added onto it other than priming and preparing my skin, obviously, which some of it is not included in this video. That is your exfoliating and like making sure that you take care of your skin. What I do now is I tried out color correcting. So in this video I'm gonna show you guys how I do it, and you're gonna see how it improved my makeup. So that is what we'll be doing today in this video. I'm gonna show you guys how I color corrected and which foundation I prefer to use after color correcting, and what color do I use to color correct, and I'll be explaining the reason why I use that color. And yeah, I hope that you guys are gonna enjoy this video and that you're gonna learn a thing or two from it. Other than that, if you haven't, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to give this video a huge thumbs up and leave me a comment on the comment section down below. And also do not forget to hit the notification bell, so that's the bell thing that's literally next to the subscribe button, so that you do not miss any other videos that I get to upload in the future. To those of you who are new to the channel, welcome. I should have done that first, actually. I should have welcomed you guys. And to those of you who've been here, thank you so much for sticking with me and being part of my family. Let's keep on rocking, and let's get on to the video and see how we achieve this. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my primer, which is the Pore primer from Beauty Revolution. I'm so sorry guys, the light is sort of overwhelming and now my primer is not showing, but it's also, yeah, like some words are stretched out of it. So I'm just gonna go in with this mattifying primer and just prime my face. I really love using this primer because it actually does what's written on it, which is like bearing your pores. I really love it, and I just like to apply it mostly on my T-zone, which is the bridge of my nose, my forehead, and a little bit on my cheeks, and also on my chin, because that's where I am oily the most, and also like on my eyelids. So I just spread whatever that's left on my fingertips onto my eyelids, because that's where my face is oily the most. So now we're gonna go into the real process. We're gonna go in with this. So one thing that you guys should understand is that you should understand your skin undertone before you pick a concealer. But you need a concealer that's gonna like sort of complement your skin undertone, so that when you put your foundation, it literally smoothens everything and everything looks the same. There's like a thing, I think, on the internet, if you Google it, where it says if you have like a green mark, then you should cover it with this color. It's like you know, when you look in a color wheel, so in a color wheel you have like opposite colors. So the basic rule is that if you have like I'm not completely sure right now, so I'm not gonna say something that's actually not a fact, but usually on a color wheel, opposite colors, they complement each other. That I know that on the other side of the color wheel you have like cool colors, which is like your blue, purple, and everything, and then you also have like your warm colors where you have your red, orange, yellow as well. But the whole color wheel has a lot of colors, so usually the color that's opposite to another color it's what you need to use to correct the undertone if that makes sense. You need need to know what skin discolorations you have so that you understand which colors to use to correct those skin discolorations. So for me, I have a lot of acne scars. If you look here, I have a lot of acne scars which are like dark spots. They don't have any undertone color, which is like greenish or yellow or whatever. So what I'm doing, I'm using this concealer to just cover it up and try to blend it into my face so that I have sort of a unified base before I apply my foundation and do everything else that I'm gonna do on my face. So I'm just gonna show you guys how I do this. So I'm just gonna start by like dropping spots of the concealer where I have like dark marks. I'm just literally gonna paint those areas. My under eyes as well, they are very dark. So I'm just gonna put some red concealer there to try and color correct that. Also on the sides of my nostrils as well, I have some dark marks there. Ooh. That's a mistake, guys. You don't really need to put like a lot concealer. So yeah, that's a mistake right there, but I'm gonna correct it. If you notice, I'm literally targeting where I have like dark spots and applying this concealer. That is where I have acne scars and where I'm actually natural dark, which is like my under eyes. They've always been like this. Oh well, plus not sleeping enough is contributing to that, I guess. But yeah, that is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna drop a little bit more also on my eyelids, especially towards the inner corner. Okay, so if you notice, I'm not really putting any more concealer onto the applicator that's on this cube thing. So I'm literally using what was left there and just growing onto my face. I literally look like a clown right now. I really do look like a clown. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this sit for like a moment, which is like a minute or two, so that it's dry, because I do not want this whole red concealer to move all over my face as well. So I'm just gonna let this dry a bit so that when I blend it in, it just sits where it's supposed to be and it's not all over my face. And then the next thing, now I have a red face. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna wet this beauty blender right here. You guys know that I love using these washed beauty blenders. I'm just gonna wet the round side of it a bit with this essence. Good vibes, good memories body mist spray. So I'm just gonna go in with this damp-ish beauty blender and just try to blend everything in, and just making sure as well that I am not moving it anyway. Okay, so I know you guys can obviously still see the red concealer, but do you see how it's like, I don't know, the base is sort of unified, if that makes sense, and like there's not a lot of prominent dark marks in there. Yes, there is a prominent red concealer, but like the dark marks are not so prominent like they were before the concealer. You can still see them obviously as well. I can still see them. I don't know if they are showing well on the camera, but I love the base. It's like unified, and then you're gonna put whatever you put on and it's just gonna be perfect basically. if that makes sense. But you guys are gonna see what I'm doing in a bit. Okay, so right now I just look red and nothing makes sense, but everything is gonna make sense now. So usually when I'm not color correcting, I use a foundation with a more warm base. Today I'm gonna use a foundation that is more neutral. This is not focusing, please focus. Yeah, I'm gonna use this foundation from Bobbi Brown, which is more neutral. Well, it looks more neutral on my face, it never oxidizes. So I'm gonna use this foundation because I already have like a red base and I do not want to look red throughout the day. So I'm just gonna put in a few pumps on the back of my head. Excuse me, on the back of my hand I mean, and then I'm gonna go in with this brush, and then I'm just gonna take that foundation and apply on my face. Do you guys see that? I hope you can see that this foundation literally is so neutral and almost cool, and I love it. But it works better when I do this on my face because it is not as warm as I would like. If I don't use either a lot of blush when I'm using this foundation, then it gives me a weird undertone and it's not like matching my skin undertone. But I love this foundation. It is like a weightless foundation, also mattifying, and gives you really like a beautiful finish. So I really love it. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm not as red anymore. Like where I applied the foundation, I'm not sure if you guys can see this. I'm literally not as red anymore, and on top of that I am getting literally what I wanted, which is the unified base without even using a lot of product. If you can see in the back of my hand, I still have a lot of foundation there. So what I do with the brush is I try to spread the foundation and then like spread it in the brush and then apply on my face. I'm just gonna go on ahead and apply the foundation all over my face so that you guys can see what I am actually talking about. Okay guys, so I am done applying foundation on my face and I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. Literally I have a very smooth base to work on right now. Everything is like seriously covered and everything is just unified, and like I said, I really love how this foundation works with color correcting, because it does not like enhance the redness, it just melts with it and just gives you this nice warm canvas to work on, if that makes any sense. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna go in and highlight and contour my face, and you guys are just gonna see what a smooth finish this face is gonna look like right now. And it's beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful, I promise you guys. Well, you can see already right now how everything looks like. I'm sorry I'm showing you guys one side mostly. It's just because this side I'm using a reflector and this side is like the overwhelming ring light, and I feel like this side is showing more compared to this side. So I hope you guys can see what I'm talking about. Color correcting will really like change your life, basically. Will change your bit if you want like that bit. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal concealer to highlight my face, which is in color Honey Miel. I've been struggling to pronounce this name since last year and nothing has changed. So, but I love this concealer because it is also so heavy and like full coverage, even though it's like super light. It is really lighter than I am. However, I love the job that it does. So what I try not to do is I try not to apply a lot of it where it's not needed. However, here on the under eyes, the bags must be covered, honey, so that's why I'm being a bit heavy. Also, the face must be lifted, hence why I'm doing that. So I'm just gonna apply a bit as well on the bridge of my nose, on my forehead, also on my chin as well, and also a bit right here. This trick of actually letting a concealer, I know probably a lot of you guys have seen it on a lot of other YouTubers where you let a concealer dry a bit. I find it very helpful because it means that your concealer won't move a lot and it will give more coverage where you actually want it to like bring more coverage. So I will let this concealer sit a bit as well before I try to blend it in. As much as it is heavy and full coverage, I would like for it to sit just a bit where it is so that it gives me that thing that I want. I'm also gonna cream contour today. I know I'm not a fan of cream contouring, but I feel like going all the way. I mean, I'm wearing bright hair, so I might as well go all the way. I mean, yeah. So I'm gonna use this concealer from LA Girl as well. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. I'm gonna use this concealer in shade Mahogany. This concealer is like 2 shades darker than me, so that is why I use it to contour. I'm just gonna apply a bit of it right there, and also on this side right there. Not a lot because it is quite pigmented. Actually, it's not 2 shades darker than me. This looks like a lot of shades darker than me, but yeah, and that's the whole reason why I'm not applying a lot of it, because it is way darker than me. So I like to also put concealer here just to conceal my round chin because it's gotten fat, darling. I have gained a lot of weight, but I am working on that because, guys, weight gain is no joke. It's literally no joke. It leaves you so... Actually, that's a conversation for another day, but you guys, I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Weight gain is really... it's stressful, basically. That's one word for it, but I am working on everything, so yeah, bear with me. Anyway, I'm gonna go in now with my Eryday beauty blender. I'm just gonna use... which side to use? I'm just gonna use this side to try and blend in the light concealer onto my face. You guys can see what I meant with the concealer not moving a lot. I hope you can see how the concealer that I use to highlight my face is literally just sitting on one place, and literally to the places where I actually try to spread it onto. I hope you guys can see that it literally doesn't move a lot when you let it stay on your face for like a bit. Now I'm just gonna go in with my foundation brush that I used earlier to blend in the contours. Okay guys, so I am done with my face, which is like the base. Basically, I'm done applying foundation. I highlighted, I contoured, and now I just have like a bit of powder baking my under eyes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go on ahead and do my eyebrows and my eye makeup and lipstick, of course. And I think I'm gonna do all of that off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how the end result is like. So far I'm very happy with how everything looks like. It's perfect. Basically, well, in my own understanding and in my own view of things, it looks good and it looks perfect as well. I went in with a bit of blush as well, just to make sure that I warm up my face also. But yeah, other than that, I love how I look. I'm happy with everything so far. So I'm just gonna go in ahead and do my eyebrows and my eye look, as I have already mentioned, and then I'm gonna be back to show you guys the final look.